Mahamudra, it's a Sanskrit word. So Tibetan word is called Chakja Chimpo. And normally it's translated as the Great Seal. But original meaning, something is more close to great gesture, you know. Because mudra means the gesture and Maha is the great or big. And I would like to call it the big slap, you know. We need a strong slap from our gurus to wake up from the illusion or from the samsara. And which is something very similar, like while we are dreaming, when we are inside of the dream, when we don't realize it is a dream, or we are inside of our own dream, so everything is so realistic and we have dualism and we got also all troubles. So there is a self and there is others and tensions and everything, all conflict, all problem, everything is manifesting there. Even it's a nice dream, in any case, we very much ignore, and we have so much ignorance in our dream because we are believing everything is so reality. But then someone comes and slaps us or tell us very strongly, hey, this is not the reality, you are in the dream. Everything is your mental projection, and that moment we wake up, and then you see everything. Ah, yes, I'm in the dream. How can be there so many houses or buildings or cars or people? You know, the same moment, and we really realize what is the potential of our mind, how much our mind can produce and can project. And so that's similar like Mahamudra, and the great teachers or gurus, and they transmit their knowledge and to help us to understand what is the reality of self, of course the reality of self-mind, and the reality of all phenomena. In general, this teaching comes in the three main steps, and the first one is called the base of the Mahamudra. And what does it mean, the base of Mahamudra? Base of Mahamudra means understanding. So we had to think carefully and we had to study carefully the base of Mahamudra. Which means what is our own base? What is base of our mind? What is base of our energy? Or what is base of our body? And normally in the Vajrayana this is represented as a Vajra body, Vajra voice or speech, and Vajra mind. So we have to know these things more intellectually and more theoretically and also philosophically. So once we get a good understanding what Vajra body is, what Vajra voice or Vajra speech is, and what Vajra mind is, then we are more ready for the practice. And then when we start to do the practice, actual practice or meditation itself, then it's called the path Mahamudra, or Mahamudra of the path. And path means we have to put in the practice. And the Mahamudra practice itself, there are many different ways of presenting, but as a general, there are 4 types of yogas. So we call it 4 yogas of Mahamudra. First one in Tibetan is called the Zechi. Zechi means a single point. There is one point. This one refers to very similar practice of samatha or shamatha and mental focus or mental concentration. And also we can call it a calm abiding mind. So a meditation which helps us, you know, our mind calm down and relax, and it helps us to find our inner peace at first point. And then the second yoga is called without elaboration or without fabrication. In Tibetan it's called Zhō, which means once our mind is in a calm state, then we are able to absorb more in the inside of our own mind. And this part we call it insight meditation too. To try to find out what is the true nature of mind and where it's coming from, where it stays and where it goes. So somehow through this training and through this kind of analytic meditation, and we will find out in reality the mind is beyond of anything. So there is no any elaborations. And all our emotions, they are illusory emotions. And all reality, what we think, so in fact it's like an illusory reality, it's not the truth. And somehow, in any case, the result of this turtle, or without fabrication yoga, brings us our mind becoming fearless, or our mind also becoming desireless. Our mind had to be beyond of desire too. Because if our mind has a desire, and that is also the main cause of fear. So if there is no fear in the mind, for sure, there is also no desire. So fear and desire, they are coexistence. In the Tibetan tradition, we call it re tok. Re tok tang chalwa means without desire and without fear. And then the third Mahamudra yoga, it's called rochi, means one taste. And so this has a deeper meaning. And this deeper meaning refers to one taste means the unity of subject and object. And that's talking the question, what is the connection with our mind to the space and to the time and to all phenomena. So in reality, we believe in Mahamudra teaching, so there is no separation. Everything is perfectly unified, and it's called the great oneness. We call it one in all, or all in one, and the Tibetan expression is called Tuma Rochi, or Rochi Tuma. And so somehow we will realize with this meditation, everything is just perfect like a dream. The subject is ourself, and the object is ourself, and the unity also is ourself. And then once you look into the self, and then also there is nothing to be pointed to saying, oh, this is self or this is not self. That part is called the third yoga, is one taste Mahamudra yoga. The final practice of Mahamudra is called Gommed. Gommed means without meditation. And this can be a result of three previous yogas. Which means when we meditate, in the beginning we have to meditate every day a little bit, and then slowly increase it more and more. So from the step 1 we can go step 2 and then step 3, and once we are really trained with this number 3, and then meditation, it comes something more like automatic meditation. It comes by itself. It comes by itself. Then our experience is not divided, while we are meditating or while we are not meditating. So somehow the life itself is completely integrated in the meditation. In that sense is called the meditation without meditation. So somehow at end, in any case, we discover that there is no meditation and there is no meditator. And that's the main point. That part is called the path of Mahamudra. And then, of course, we call it a result of Mahamudra. So result of Mahamudra means, first we understand what Mahamudra is. And second, we practice. And then we get experience. And we understand completely, and we get the full or the total experience, and then that's called the result of Mahamudra. And this is the discovering ourself and how much potential we have, how much internal wisdom and the primordial awareness we have. We just discover this by ourselves. And according to Yuto's teaching, it's called the innermost guru, our self-guru. So somehow through our practice, and we are discovering the total self, and which can be a selflessness, and that part is called the fruit of Mahamudra. So in a simple explanation, Mahamudra has this base Mahamudra, path Mahamudra, and result Mahamudra. All these 3 steps is about ourself. In order to understand the true nature of all phenomena, and in order to realize everything, so first we have to realize ourselves. how to realize ourselves? We have to realize who we are. Right? We have to realize what is the nature of our body, what is nature of our energy, what is nature of our mind. And that's why it's called the Vajra body, Vajra voice and Vajra mind. One day through the Mahamudra practice, when we realize these things, then spiritually it's called achievement of spiritual enlightenment. And that's all.